3, 2, 1 or something like that, or action, or no? Welcome to UNBC as part of the CAG 2021 annual conference. We've got a beautiful campus here. My name is Roger Wheate, and I've been here since the campus was opened in August 1994. Yeah, let's go see some of the sights. Across there you can see the building that looks a bit like a lighthouse. So part of the concept of the campus was to capture the geography of British Columbia. You can almost see the whole campus from here. It's beautifully compact. One of the nicest campuses I've seen anywhere. And after the glaciers melted, the water ponded up behind an obstruction in the Fraser River, and it came exactly to this area in front of me, which we call the Agora, and that's at 760 meters. You can see, let's just come a little bit over here, and you can also see that center point of the Agora. So that is exactly at 760 meters. You can also see those 3 lines going through it. This is an important part of the architecture of the campus. These are known as the 3 axes. The one that looks to be going from that lamppost in that direction, no, wait a minute, the other one first, is called the entrance axis. If we get down there, you'll see that it comes from the entrance road with the flags. It comes between those 2 glass pyramids, which are above the bookstore, and down the ceremonial stairs and into the Weller Library, which was the biggest building on campus when initially. And so that's the entrance axis. And then the one offset by a few degrees from it is called the growth axis, and it comes from the administration building there and runs through Student Street and into the teaching and learning building and heads north also on the axis of Cranbrook Hill. So the symbology there is that we are the university in the north for the north, and the growth is in a northern line. Some people would say the 3rd axis, which is across that one and running from here in a straight line, and you can see it going into one of the David Douglas botanical gardens there. And this is the community axis, so it emphasizes the link between the campus and the community. And as it goes down the hill into the bowl of Prince George, where one of the other field trips will be focused on downtown Prince George, and it goes to the confluence of the Fraser and the Chaco rivers. So we're on the traditional lands of the Clytie-Tene, which is the people of the confluence. So that's the community axis. Before we move on to the trails, just behind on this side, you can see a listing that says the 16,000. So at the end of the 1980s, 16,000 members of the local community each donated $5 to raise $80,000 and to start the campaign for a university in the north, because the community and the families were all kind of frustrated that their kids would go south for university and a lot of them wouldn't return. So the whole idea was to build this northern education center, and people are very proud of the local community and how it was instrumental in creating UNBC. And it's an amazing environment for having living trails right from campus, and I've not seen a better one in any country that I've been to. Yeah, so now we're going to head up to the trails and we'll probably take the entrance axis. We'll exit along the entrance axis, and it's just a 5-minute walk on a dirt road to get to the one of the trailheads. Well, here we are in the forest surrounding the campus with trails going in every direction. Probably the most notable one is the Cranbrook Hill Greenway, which we're standing on here and which developed shortly after the campus was built. Number of local outdoor enthusiasts, one in particular, Robin Draper, who worked for BC Parks. There's also Björn Norheim, originally from Norway, and part of his vision was a backbone trail from which many other trails could develop. And in fact, that's happened, and the whole system is designed for multi-users. So in summer, we get runners, dog walkers, mountain bikers, and in winter, cross-country skiers, snowshoeing, and in the last few years, a growing number of tubby, is that what they're called? Tubby bikers, fat bikers, tubby bikers. So as we go along here, you'll see there's a number of side trails, especially to the left, and you can go in there and go forever. In fact, one of our registrars did one year. He came out for a lunchtime run, and he was due back for a 1 o'clock meeting, and he never showed up. And he'd accidentally run all the way to Otway and called for help at about 4 o'clock. So it is it's outstanding. The other universities I've been at in Canada, you've got a good trail system, but this is outstanding. This is the best I've ever seen. And at this time of year, it's just gorgeous with the blue sky, the spring growth, most importantly, no mosquitoes. And we'll maybe point out some of the trees on the way. It's mixed forest, spruce, birch, pine, what pine is left after the mountain pine beetle infestation. In places there's some magnificent Douglas fir and also the smaller stuff. There's probably some dogwood, our provincial tree, and yeah, lots going on. But it's probably time for us to move on and show you a bit more of the trails.
Hello, Sinead Early here from Environmental and Sustainability Studies at UNBC. We have made our way down the swampy trail. We are in the depths of the forest for the world. I suppose I'd just like to express how much of a lifeline this trail network has been for me, as I know it has been for staff, faculty, students on campus. So every classroom on the campus of UNBC is 3 minutes away from this trail network. So the Forest for the World, as well as 24 kilometers of the Greenway, hooking you up to the Otway system on the shores of the Nechako. So the access to trails is just, yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing up here, and it's gotten me through some pretty tough times. And yeah, especially we've seen a surge in use. You know, it's a multi-use trail system. Bikers, hikers. In the winter, you've got snowshoers, cross-country skiers. But particularly during COVID, I think it's been a saving grace for a lot of folks that have needed an outlet, and they've been able to use this trail system. So we've seen, you know, definitely an increase in usage, but really what I'd consider pretty respectful usage. Yeah, so I guess I'll just leave it at that. It's, yeah, in terms of getting outside, connecting with place, you know, really tapping into the importance of our mental health at UNBC. It's been, you know, this trail network is really essential for us and for visitors, for sure.
Hi, I'm Rulan, and I'm a new MSc student in UNBC. And as a geography student, I really enjoyed the nature here. See the lakes behind me and all those trees and everything, just impressive. And as an international student, it's a good make a good compare with my home nature and here. Like you can learn the difference and you can enjoy the open space here and everything. And I feel like it's really lucky for the students to have like a break time after class assignments, working in the trails and get some fresh air. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Shea. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Geography, Earth and Environmental Science at UNBC. And we're out here in Forest for the World, and some people have already spoken about the great recreational opportunities that are out here and an amazing resource for students and faculty. It's a great place for an outdoor classroom too. Programs and departments and faculties across the campus bring classes out here for experiential learning. There's so many things you can do, whether it's forestry or geography or entomology. I've taken hydrology classes out here to measure snowpacks, and you know, it's a fantastic resource to have right off campus because it literally is a 5-minute walk from your classroom. So you'll often see groups of students out here doing fieldwork and learning practical things and having a great time. So it's the best place to learn. So it's a really incredible resource for the university and for the people who work there.
Right, here we are back on the Greenway, and I've been involved with the Greenway since its inception. We have 12 society members, and I mentioned before that it was seen as a backbone trail and other trails could develop off it. As well as the trails, you can see in the background behind me a Dekel pit house. So as you may know, this is part of the winter residences for the First Nations, and this one was built as part of a First Nations course at UNBC. So it took the duration of a spring, summer to complete, and it too attracts a lot of visitors. It's very cozy inside. I'm sure some of the people watching this have seen the inside of a pit house before, but one of several features that have cropped up along the Greenway, adding to its appeal.
Hello everybody, my name is Hanlon. I'm a professor of geography here at UNBC. I've been here for 20 years, and this is one of my favorite places to be when I'm working or when I'm not working. And I am really glad that we had the opportunity to show you just a snippet of this wonderful network of trails that are all around the campus of the university, and in fact there are trail systems and networks surrounding the entire city. So it's a fantastic feature, and I wish you could all be here in person to enjoy the campus and the environment and the trails and so on. But luckily we can do this in a virtual way, and so happy that we're able to show you the trails and explain a little bit about how important they are and how well they're used. And for me, it's very much a therapeutic landscape, as I think Sinead was mentioning as well. But we can use these trails for teaching, for recreating, and it's really just important to have them close by. So thank you for listening and viewing these trails with us, and I wish you all the very best. And I should also point out that I'm the president of the Canadian Association of Geographers, so happy you can join us, and welcome.
Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye everyone.